Hi guys, this is Hamilcar bringing you a commentary of one of the great games in the history of StarCraft between TheRock and Chalrenge, and that's probably not something you ever expected to hear unless you've already seen this game and know how epic it is. TheRock is on the left and Chalrenge is on the right, and this is going to be a PvP match. It's from about a year and a half ago in the Shinhan Bank Pro League, as you can see, played in June of 2007, and this is the 8th match between Pantech and OGN Sparkyz. And TheRock, I think, is representing Pantech, and Chalrenge is representing OGN, and as you can see, they're spawning here. TheRock spawns in teal at the top left, and Chalrenge spawns in red at the bottom left. So, both of these players are pretty mediocre today. TheRock, as I've said before, is no one's favorite player. He's not very good and has a reputation for thinking that he's better than he is and sort of having a fan club and being not very likable in general. I just found out that his nickname is the Neanderthal, and you can see why, because he sort of looks like one. And he doesn't look like a terribly bright character overall, and it sometimes comes out in the way he plays StarCraft. But Chalrenge is not necessarily that much better, but he is on a lot of people's favorite player lists. He's a lot of fun to watch. He's very creative. Will go all in for weird, crazy builds like all in mid-game zealot rushes and PvP, and a lot of people like to watch him. Unfortunately, he doesn't win all that much. Especially right now. I think he's currently standing at 1-5 in the Pro League that's going on at the moment. But this is back when both of these players were a little bit more successful, holding down winning records and doing okay both in the Pro League and in the individual leagues. In terms of career stats, Chalrenge is at about 47%, TheRock is at about 45%, and both of them are similar in this particular matchup. So they're not terrible players statistically, and they were close to their prime at the point when this game was played. Still, this isn't a game between two titans, even at the time, so it's not a game that you'd expect to be particularly epic, but a lot of the greatest games out there are like that, are between two players who are good but not great necessarily. As you can see, 2-gate builds going down for both players, and they both scouted each other out immediately, so nothing too fancy going on. The reason I'm commentating this game, actually, is because, as far as I'm aware, it's never been commentated in English before, and that sets it apart from other really great games, like, for instance, the epic Firebat Hero versus Savior game that Klazart commentated, or the Stork GG Play game that's my personal favorite, that's commentated on the Violatak account, or the Holy War game, which I think Cholera commentated. So a lot of people maybe haven't seen this game, and if you haven't, I hope that this will give you an opportunity. And as you can see, TheRock put down a pylon to block Chalrenge's expansion, and Chalrenge just goes right back and reciprocates. Chalrenge has sent a zealot in to do some harassment on TheRock's probe line, and meanwhile has sent down 2 zealots to clear out that pylon that's blocking his natural. And this is a fairly standard PvP build. We saw a similar thing on Blue Storm when that map was being played a lot. 2-gate into fast expand, and it works pretty well on this map because there is that protected natural behind your base. So all you have to do is hold your ramp. There's a relatively wide ramp, which I think is why players do go 2-gate and try to get a bunch of zealots out, because you do need probably 3 zealots to block it off totally. Not too much going on now. The players are just skirmishing, and Chalrenge is going to try to get a scout in to TheRock's base, but that dies. But they both still have a reasonably good idea of what the other's doing, and still approximately a mirror build. Gas going down for Chalrenge, so he's going to try to get some Dragoons out, and as you can see, 4 zealots there at the top of the ramp blocking, and 2 of TheRock's zealots are there just keeping tabs on on Chalrenge's force. TheRock goes in and very sneakily manages to put down another pylon, so that's going to delay Chalrenge's expansion even a little bit further. And, oh, I didn't notice that. Gas steal by TheRock too. So TheRock's been doing a lot of very effective harassment with that probe scout of his. So Chalrenge doesn't have his gas down. TheRock does, and TheRock is getting out a cybernetics core. So TheRock will have Dragoons out before Chalrenge does, and may be able to try to push up. Oh wow, and Chalrenge just tricks a probe through without taking any hits from those 3 zealots. I'm not sure how he did that, because I don't think he has vision on any minerals outside, but somehow manages it. And TheRock may try to put down another pylon, we'll see. And Chalrenge hopefully will be able to get his expansion down quick so that TheRock can't stop it again. Not sure if TheRock has put down his expansion nexus. Oh, but Chalrenge gets his probe all the way in to scout. He has 2 probes there, I think, and they see the Citadel of Adun, so looks like TheRock was going for some sort of quick Templar attack, probably a DT rush, and that's been foiled. Forge going down now immediately for Chalrenge. So the DTs are not going to be able to catch Chalrenge off guard. And Chalrenge has put his nexus down. I think TheRock has too. And Chalrenge has quite a few zealots, more than TheRock does. He could even probably press down and drive those zealots off his ramp, but it wouldn't do very much good. Oh, and he's going to try to do that now. And actually, it looks like he's going to go further and press out and try to put some pressure on TheRock. And TheRock is going to have to then build some more zealots, and that might delay the DTs from coming out a little bit. Chalrenge will have cannons down in time, and he may go for a robotics facility to get observers out. Well, he'll have to eventually. He may do that relatively soon. Single zealot getting ahead of the others and getting some pretty significant damage on it. TheRock will probably be able to hold the top of his ramp with what he has. So Chalrenge isn't going to be able to get into the base, but Chalrenge is just getting his cybernetics score down now, so way behind on tech, and 2 of his zealots, or 1 zealot gets picked off, another takes severe damage. So Chalrenge is a little bit on the back foot here. And, oh, wow, I did not notice that either. Chalrenge managed to put down a pylon. Well, I noticed that much, but the pylon never got taken down, so TheRock still has not planted his expansion, so Chalrenge is taking a little bit of an economic lead. TheRock, meanwhile, sent a probe over to the top right, and he may try to plant down an expansion there. Gateway going down for Chalrenge, where that pylon was, and TheRock will take that down relatively soon. He may try to double expand, take that top right, and his own inside natural. He has DTs pressing out now. Chalrenge is going the same tech route, putting down his Citadel of Adun. Maybe for DTs, maybe for Templar, we'll see. But, oh wow, and Chalrenge just put a pylon in the back of TheRock's base. So Chalrenge is going for some sort of, well, probably DTs inside TheRock's base, I'd imagine, because he's getting that Templar tech up. Lots of zealots for TheRock do take down that gateway, so TheRock will be able to plant his inside expansion. And yeah, it's a gateway going down, and that has to be for DTs. So Chalrenge is being very sneaky as per usual, and is going to try to get some DT harassment off on the probe lines. And TheRock could have been in a lot of trouble. Smartly, he's put down the robotics facility in anticipation, and he is going for the double expand. So, sending out a lot of probes. I guess that Nexus is almost warping in, so he's just doing his normal probe transfer. He doesn't have a forge down. No, he does have a forge down. Oh, and he's putting down a cannon in his mineral line, so he'll be relatively safe against this DT harass, at least his main. Only 1 gateway down for Chalrenge, and so he's not going to be able to pump a whole lot of Dark Templar. Probably doesn't want to commit too heavily to this, because if it does get scouted out early, it's pretty much worthless. But we'll see what he's able to accomplish. But TheRock now is claiming an economic lead, 3 bases to 2. Chalrenge's robotics facility is going down. Oh, and TheRock now has an Archon that's going to scout out this gateway, and it kills the probe, so nothing more is going to be able to go down there. And it's going to be a race to see if the DT can get out before that pylon goes down. I assume it's building now, and there is the DT, so the DT does manage to get out, sneaks past that Archon, and the Archon sees the shimmer on the map, so Chalrenge knows that the DT is out. His mineral line is pretty well protected, and he has a cannon by his ramp too. So Chalrenge is going to go and see if he can get some harassment off there, but oh, TheRock still has not planted his inside natural. So I don't know why that is, but at least it's going to be immune from harassment there. TheRock is looking like he's going to take the inside natural at the 130 position instead. So, odd decision making by TheRock, but I guess it might work out to his advantage if Chalrenge doesn't scout those top expansions, because he'll think TheRock is going for a one base build. If he's smart, he'll realize that there's not enough tech in TheRock's base to account for all of his resources, and assume that there must be a hidden expansion somewhere. DT is fanning out all over the map, and I think he realizes that there has to be something, and now he's going to find that top right expansion. Meanwhile, his DT in TheRock's base is being, I think, taken out by TheRock's observer and forces. Oh wow, it managed to hide in the back, so that DT will escape for a little while, and lots of cannons blocking the ramp for Chalrenge.